few weeks ago if you guys had any questions for me, and I got like 30 of them, mostly on my ask.fm account, whatever. I got like 30 of them. A lot of them were repetitive, and some of them, I don't know, were not conducive to this, but I will jump right into them and answer your guys' questions. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm home alone. This happens a lot when there's no one here to wrangle in my constant excitement. Okay, hopping right in. What is your current workout schedule? I work out, I lift 6 days a week. I do an hour of cardio 5 days a week. This changes all the time depending on my goals, whatever. Right now I'm in bikini prep, so it's a little more intense. I lift for legs 2 to 3 times a week, shoulders twice a week, and then chest 1 time, back 1 time. I try to hit core 3 times a week because my coach wants me to. We're lucky if it happens once, let's be honest. I hate working my abs. I hate it. What have your varying macros been throughout your prep? Just wondering because in my opinion you are a total fit bod ideal, and though I understand macros vary person to person, I have similar proportions to you and I'm continually inspired by you. First of all, thank you. I don't consider myself to be the fit body ideal. My macros have been all over the place. I have lost, in the last 2 years, I have lost weight eating 2,000 calories a day, and I have found that the scale's not budging unless I'm down to 1,400 calories a day. Just because, I mean, you're right, macros vary from person to person, and just because you're the same size as me or the same height or the same proportions does not mean that our metabolisms act the same or that we're gonna respond to the same stuff. I mean, I've got friends who are 5 feet tall, and which is 6 inches shorter than me, and have just as much muscle as me, you know, about the same amount, and are able to eat 1,700 or 2,000 calories a day. Whereas at this point in my prep, I'm a little bit lower than that. I work with a coach who sets up my macros for me and cuts them as he sees fit or puts them wherever he feels is the right place for him. Normally, if I'm not on prep and I'm just I can't even give you like a normal. Like my normal changes all the time. Like I said, there's been times where in the last year that I've been on maintaining my weight on like 2,000, 2,200 calories a day, and then there's been times my weight's maintained at 1,600 calories. It just depends on my workouts. It depends on a lot of different things, what I've been doing with myself for the last few months. I have an office job and sit for most of my day. Can you recommend snacks for 7 hours in front of a computer screen? I worked in an office as well for a couple of years, and what usually worked for me was, first of all, because I'm sitting, I just want to constantly be eating. So I found that if I brought like higher calorie snacks, I would just be in trouble because after like 7 hours of eating, I had consumed like 1,500 calories just in snacks. So what I recommend is just finding the lowest calorie snacks that you like and bringing those in. When I worked in an office, I would bring in like carrot sticks, lean cuisine meals, which I'm not a huge fan of, but like they get the job done occasionally and they're really low calorie. Any kind of like chopped up veggies, anything like that's gonna be low calorie. And you know, honestly, just make it work for you. However many calories you're allowed to eat in a day, just take a chunk of that out and designate it for this is what I'm gonna eat at work. And just divvy up your snacks with those macros. Like I said, I prefer lower calorie snacks, lower macro snacks when I'm at work, just because, or when I was at an office job, because I knew I wanted to eat constantly, and to be eating constantly, it had to be low calorie or else it would just add up really quickly. So that's what I recommend. So I recently got into diesel whey protein before and after a workout, and I just wanted to know a few things. Does protein put on weight? What's your opinion on it? Nothing in particular puts on weight. It's being in a calorie surplus. That's when you're gonna gain weight. In general, I'm kind of familiar with diesel whey protein. I've never tried it, but if it's like the average whey protein, it's probably around 25 calories a scoop, anywhere between 120 and 150 calories a scoop. It's probably low carb. That's fine before and after a workout if you like it. And no, it's not gonna make you gain weight unless you eat above your calorie level, so don't worry about it. I have 0 upper body strength. I am all legs. I can't even do a proper girly push-up on my knees. How do I go about making my upper body stronger? You gotta lift. I was the same way. I have had muscular legs my whole life. It's never been a problem gaining strength or size down there. Upper body has always been a struggle. I could not do a regular push-up forever, and I still cannot do very many. You just have to keep doing it. For this past winter, I got so sick and tired of like my legs being super strong and my upper body not being strong that I cut legs down to like maybe once a week, once or twice, and then lifted really heavy for upper body for the other 4 days that I was lifting, and it made a huge difference. My arms got really strong, and my upper body in general got really strong. So that's what you gotta do. You just gotta work on what your weakness is. When is the best time to work out? The best time to work out is whenever you want to, whenever you have the best energy. That changes for me all the time. I used to be completely like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon kind of workout person, and then it switched to like I wanted to work out at noon. That was my best energy. Now over the winter I really liked working out first thing in the morning, like going to the gym and lifting, and now it's kind of back to like 3:30, 4, 5 o'clock for my lift anyway. But I like to put my lift whenever I have the best energy. And if you only have one workout a day, just do it when your best energy is. If that's before work, then great. If that's after work, if that's at midnight, you know, your best workout's gonna come when you have the most energy. So if you keep continually putting it in the morning when you're really, really tired, or after work when you're really, really tired, you're just not going to get as effective of a workout. So just put it whenever you have the most energy. What is the significance of fasted cardio? There is a lot to be said about fasted cardio, about whether or not it's actually more effective than regular cardio. And I should say fasted cardio is when you do cardio first thing in the morning before you eat anything, and technically some people say that like it more easily taps into fat reserves as opposed to energy from the food that you last ate. For me, I kind of believe burning calories is burning calories. I mean, you might tap into fat reserves first thing in the morning if you do fasted cardio, and then, but I mean, so say you burn 300 calories, well, you're gonna go home and eat those 300 calories anyway. So to me, I don't know. Because, I mean, then again, when I do fasted cardio as opposed to not fasted cardio, I feel like I see a difference. But again, the science on it is not, I don't know. I like fasted cardio because A, I like to get it out of the way first thing in the morning, and B, I feel like I see a difference between doing cardio at any other time of the day. But do what works for you. Don't feel like you have to do fasted cardio if you hate it so much. Don't do it. Not a big deal. How do you know how long you should be doing cardio for and lifting for, and how many pounds should you lift? I go to the gym and I'm like, such wow, what is how weight? I like you. You're funny. This is what I tell all my clients when they are talking about working out without me and they feel really lost. This is what you do. Lift as heavy as you can, and this is just a general thing. I don't know what your specific goals are, but in general, I say lift as heavy as you can for 10 to 12 reps, where the last 3 or 4 reps are like a really good struggle. They're really hard, but you still can keep your form good. That's how heavy you should lift. And over time, that's going to increase, where, you know, say 1 week you can only curl 20 pounds, and then maybe a month later, a few weeks later or whatever, suddenly 20 pounds, it's not a struggle anymore at rep 10, rep 11, rep 12. So just lift as heavy as you can for, like I said, 10 to 12 reps. It kind of depends on your goals, but that's, as a generic statement, going to put you at a good starting place anyway. Cardio, it depends, again, on your goals. If you're not trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle mass, I would say no cardio. If you're trying to lose weight, it depends on how much you have to lose. But with my clients, again, I say starting out, just do 20 or 30 minutes at the end of your workout, or maybe just 3 days a week, and see where your weight goes. If you're not budging, maybe up it a little bit. If you're losing loads and loads of weight, cut back a little bit. How do you decide what to order when you eat out? I love this question because I love to eat out. And I just make it work for me. I a lot of times don't order on the menu. I'll just say, do you have chicken? Okay, cook it for me. Do you have broccoli? Okay, cook it for me. Don't use any oil, just season it, thanks. Pretty much every restaurant will do that for you. And that might sound boring, but you got goals, baby. You gotta do what you gotta do. Also, so many restaurants have the nutritional information online or at the restaurant, and you can ask about it. A lot of restaurants have like a 600 calorie and under part of their menu, or 300 calorie and under. Ordering off of that is gonna be helpful as well. But like I said, or like this past weekend, I went to Coney Island with my parents, and I ordered I told the lady, I said, I want an egg white omelet with light feta cheese and grilled chicken and steamed veggies all in the omelet and cook it without any oil. And she looked at me like, okay, weirdo. And I was like, thanks. So that, I mean, that's, you just learn how to order when you're out, either on the menu, something healthy, or just know how to order off the menu. How did your therapist help you overcome binge eating? And do you have any strategies you can share? I'm probably going to devote a whole video to this, and it's so hard to try and say what my therapist was able to help me with in regards to this in like a few minutes. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and do that. All I'm going to say is that if you have any anxiety regarding food, anxiety regarding your body, your workouts, if any of that is a stressful thing and a mental battle for you on a daily basis, go see somebody. I always wanted to see somebody, honestly, for a couple of years, but I was like, I don't starve myself. I don't, you know, I don't make myself throw up after meals. Like, that's not normal. I don't have any normal anorexia or bulimia behaviors. Like, I'm fine. I'm just being a baby. I'm just, you know, I just need to toughen up. But that's not the case. If you go through binge eating at all, then you know it's not just something that you can just get in control of or like make yourself stop doing or just have a good talk with a friend and suddenly it's better. If you struggle with that at all, go see somebody. It does not have to be the world's best eating disorder therapist. I literally like Googled like therapists in my area who cover eating disorders, and that wasn't even her specialty. But the root of binge eating is often a lot of times fear and anxiety about a lot of different things, and any good therapist will help you find that out. So that's really all I'm going to say about that. Favorite body part to work and favorite exercise. Favorite body part to work is glutes. Is that so weird? I just showed you guys my butt. Favorite body part to work is glutes, for sure, because it's only muscle that I'm really actually interested in increasing in mass. And I don't know, I just love it. I've always loved working legs, but now I especially love working glutes. And my favorite exercise is probably, it's so hard. I love, glute day is just like a big old party for me. I love deadlifts. I love deep goblet squats. I love kickbacks, especially walking lunge with a kickback, where you put like a weight on your back and you do walking lunges, and with every step you kick back your leg and squeeze your glutes. I love it. So yeah, those were the main questions that I got, that I repeatedly get. Let me know if you have any other question that I did not answer, and I will try to answer it.